To our other top story, 8 Uttar Pradesh police personnel, including a deputy superintendent of police, were killed in an encounter by the members of a gang in Kanpur. At least 4 other cops have been injured. The 50-member police team was ambushed during a raid being conducted in search of notorious gangster Vikas Dubey after an attempt to murder case was filed against him. Dubey is absconding ever since the incident. 2 of his aides were shot dead hours after the incident. A firearm that had been looted by the assailants from the police has been recovered from them, which substantiates the fact that they belong to Dubey's gang. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has ordered an inquiry into the matter, and those visuals coming on our television screens from Kanpur, where wreath-laying ceremony is happening. Pranshu is joining me on the phone line. Pranshu, shocking incident, clearly raising larger question on law and order in Uttar Pradesh.
Yes, that's right. In fact, the questions are being raised more because this government has actually very seriously pursued the policy of encounter against the criminals. So that raises question that how come a dreaded criminal like Vikas Dubey, who had, cash reward of 25,000 on his head, he was still outside, he was still not behind the bars. But having said that, now, as far as this case is concerned, Chief Minister, on his part, has gone to Kanpur. He's, of course, paying his homage to the martyrs there. And then, of course, he's going to talk to the senior officials. Most likely, some heads also may roll out because this is an incident which has brought in a lot of criticism from opposition parties. It has, it's a direct hit on the morale of the cops. Therefore, some action might be taken. That is what the sources are telling us. Now, as of now, the update is Vikas Dubey is still absconding. Several teams have been constituted. They have not been able to trace him. 2 of his men, one his cousin brother and another distant relative, they have, of course, been gunned down, shot and killed in an encounter this morning. And some of the stolen weapons belonging to the cops, they have been recovered. But the key accused, Vikas Dubey, who has 60 cases of heinous crime against him, including that of the murder of a BJP MLA way back in 2001, that person is still, of course, absconding.
Okay, Pranshu, we are seeing 8 cops being killed in this encounter. What time did the encounter take place? And, when were the cops not having the right intelligence to know about who all were present, because it was a 50-member police team?
Yes, Manasi, that's very important thing because this incident happened late night around 1:30 a.m. and 2 a.m. morning. Now, important thing and very serious thing is that DGP himself admits that the roads leading to the village to Vikas Dubey's house was blocked by JCB machines. Question is, who tipped him off of this incoming raid? Which clearly means that Vikas Dubey was having probably some sort of, sources either within the local police or within the local Thana or the administration, someone who was tipping him, telling him that there is a raid going to happen. And Vikas Dubey, of course, decided that once the raid actually takes place, he'll meet them with resistance. Another point is that what we are hearing is that even AK-47s were used, assault rifles were used. How come cops were not aware that a dreaded gangster living in his own very village was such heavily armed? So this is clearly intelligence failure, one thing. And second, of course, probably someone within the system has also alerted of the raid to Vikas Dubey, and that's the reason why 8 cops were martyred.
8 cops martyred, including a DYSP. We can see those visuals of a wreath-laying ceremony that's happening. This has raised the larger question on UP's police force and also about how, perhaps absence of intelligence. Should they have been better prepared, and how this martyrdom actually happened of 8 cops? It's shocking, the lack of preparation, I would say, Pranshu. 50-member police team were ambushed during a raid being conducted. How did they get ambushed in terms of, did they not have the right information about how many people were present with that, the gangster?
No, they had this information that he, along with his men, are present there. But what has happened is when these cops actually reached the village at night, the JCBs, the earth digging machines, the big JCBs, they were blocking the road leading to the lane, particular lane where Dubey's house was located. And then the cops got down, and as soon as they got down from their vehicle, started moving towards the assailant's house, the bullets were fired on them from the rooftop. So these were the circumstances criminals had a vantage point. The policemen were on the road, helpless, without any cover. Retaliatory fire by the cops actually didn't took any hits, and that's the reason why the assailants, after committing this heinous crime, were able to flee from the spot. So clearly, I mean, you're right. It is one. Clearly lack of proper coordination and planning. Once you are going to arrest or detain such a high-handed criminal, there should have been better preparation, more precaution. And second thing, of course, is that where was the loophole within the system? Who are the people who actually alerted Vikas Dubey that there is a police team which is coming actually to arrest you?
Amit Ganju, who is the News 18 reporter of Uttar Pradesh, is joining us live. Amit, ये जो विजुअल्स हम लोग देख रहे हैं, वहाँ पे उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री और भी पुलिसकर्मी मौजूद हैं, लेकिन सवाल ये उठता है कि 8 लोग मारे जाते हैं, 8 कॉप्स मारे जाते हैं और उनके पास इंटेलिजेंस नहीं था। वो वहाँ पर एम्बुश करने जाते हैं और खुद एम्बुश होकर के इस तरह की घटना हो जाती है। Let me go back to our reporter there, Amit Ganju, who's joining us live. Amit Ganju, सवाल ये उठता है कि ये एनकाउंटर इतना ज़्यादा गलत कैसे हो गया? क्या पुलिस के पास सही इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं था? वो कैसे वहाँ पे पहुँच गए कि 8 उनके लोग, including a DYSP rank officer, is killed in this manner?
देखिए मारिया, मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा, निश्चित तौर पर कहीं ना कहीं पुलिस का असेसमेंट गलत हो गया। जिस प्रकार से एसएचओ पहले टीम के साथ जाता है और 307 के मुजरिम को पकड़ने के लिए दबिश देने की कोशिश करता है और उसके आर्म्स को छीन लिया जाता है। देयर वाज अ मिसहैंडलिंग विद हिम एंड दे हैड टेकन ऑल हिज आर्म्स एंड एम्युनिशन। ही इन्फॉर्म्ड डिप्टी एसपी देवेंद्र मिश्रा that there is incident taken place. After it, there was orders being passed by SSP Kanpur to reach at spot. So DYSP, Devendra Mishra, 3 SHOs reached at a spot. And as they entered in that village of Bikru, there was a different scene. Exchange of fire started from the house of Vikas Dubey. Along with a couple of houses, the people who were on the roofs had started stone pelting along with the firing and all. 7 to 8 people were injured on spot, and in the meantime, the house of Prem Prakash, where Deputy SP entered with his force, he had to face the brutal Brimden on his part. So he died on spot. And after it, there was a crime scene they spread from the scene of crime. And in the meantime, after 50 to 55 minutes, another team reached there to help them. Till then, it was too late. All 8 were lying on ground. A pool of blood was there, so there was no one who can help them out, and the information was given to them. All 7 injured were rushed to hospital of Regency, where I'm standing out, and after it, there was a search operation being started by ADG, SSP and IG. There was an exchange of firing between 2, and they died in that encounter after 1.5 hour exchange of firing. It was hardly 1.5 kilometers from that place. So Atul Dubey, they've been identified as Atul Dubey and a Prem Prakash, who were indulged in this scene of crime. And now there are 10 teams which have been deployed by ADG. CM had given directions to teach them a lesson who had done this all game. And after it, now there are 10 teams who are in Kanpur, Kanpur Dehat, Auraiya, Etawah, Kannauj, Jalon, Farkhabad, Fatehpur and all districts. Almost the team
Gangster
of SOG, STF, ATS,
is
all
the
teams
UP police not able to hunt him?
Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh had been 10 minutes back to this hospital to see the injured constables, injured cops, and he had given directions to district magistrate as well as SSP. to take another strict action. So the actual place of that goon or a history sheeter should be behind bars.
Yes.
So there should not be any compromise in it. After that, he had...
Let's see
the
when
police
that
had,
actually